Wealthy Wealth. Welcome back to my channel. Last week we kick off our Excel Demystify series, diving into topics like data entry, creating tables, and using VLOOKUP. If you're new here, welcome. You can catch up by clicking on part 1 link. And to all our returning community members, I'm thrilled to have you back. Don't forget to like and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Today we are taking our Excel skills even further by exploring some additional functions such as average, sum, and media. When we talk about sum, what does sum refers to? Sum refers to a function used to add up values in a range of cell. Don't forget when we kickstart our Excel series, I made you to understand that this is a cell, okay? Where I'm hovering around, or each boxes that you have in Excel is a cell. And you calculating the total range of value in each cell, you make use of the function known as sum. And it is very powerful tool for performing mathematical operations, and it is commonly used to calculate total, subtotal. You can use it together with average to calculate the total average. But right now we are going to be calculating the total score. And in order to do that, come under the total score and input your equal to sign, type in sum, open brackets. Then what are we summing up together? I think there's a mistake there, so I'm going to go back to be sure I have the sum. Then open brackets. What are we summing together? We are summing up the test score, attendance score, and the exam scores. So we click on the test scores and we'll drag our cursor over from the test score down to the exam scores, and we will close the bracket and click on the enter sign, which will give us the total score of 91. And in order for us to calculate the total score of the rest of the student, what we just need to do is to drag our cursor down, and the formula which we've populated in the first cell the formula is going to replicate itself in the other cell to be able to get the total score of the rest of the student have here. The total score of the student which we have here. So that's all about sum. And the next function which we are going to look at is our average. And before we go about that, we need to understand the meaning of average. In Excel context, average typically refers to the arithmetic mean of a set of numbers. It's a statistical measure commonly used to determine the central tendency of a data set. So let's get to work in order for us to be able to know how Excel works. Okay, we have average here, and I'm going to calculate the average test scores. And in order for us to do that, I'm going to input the equal to sign and input the function which I'm going to use, which is average. Make use of open bracket. And average of what am I looking at? I'm looking at the average test score. That's from the test score of the student ID and down to the student ID 10 Kathleen. Then I will close my bracket and input the equal to sign. And in order for me to be able to get the average attendance score, what I just need to do is to place my cursor on the calculation which I've done and drag it, and we have the average attendance score. And for me to be able to get the average exam score, I'm going to replicate that formula also by dragging it down to the average to the exam score. for me to be able to rep also under exam scores, I'm going to drag it down to the exam scores, and I will have the average exam score, which is 47.1. And I can also get the average total score by dragging it, and we have 77.9 as the average total score. So that brings us to the last function which we'll be looking at today, which is media. And what is media? Because most of the time, people confuse average together with media, but there's a difference, a significant difference between the two. And the media function is a measure of central tendency also, but represents middle value of a data set. Either if the data set is arranged in ascending or descending order, we just need the middle value of the data set. So in order for us to get the media of the test score, which we have here, we're going to input our equals to sign. Don't forget, every function you make use of in Excel always starts with equal to sign. Then type in our media, open brackets, and we are trying to get the media of the test score starting from the student ID 1 and down to the student ID 10 Kathleen. And we're going to close our bracket and enter our enter sign, which will give us the media value of 13. To get the media value across broad, we just need to drag our cursor down to total score, and we'll be able to get the media value of the rest of the from attendance score to total score. That's how nice Excel works. And I believe that I've been able to explain the sum, average, and median function in a very basic way in order for us to understand it. We are working with, even if we are working with large data sets, as far as we know the basic use of sum, average, and media, we'll be able to work with it in a large data cells. It doesn't have to be, oh, maybe because it sounds easy because I'm using a small data set. It works the same way in every data set. All right. So I hope I've been able to I hope you've been able to learn a lot today. And let's meet again for another section of Excel Demystify. It's your girl T Wealth signing off. Remember to subscribe, click on the like button, and share. Bye bye.